Good morning and welcome back to Concerned Citizens Media. I have some news and statement plus a video or a protest video against French president in Bangladesh. So I will conclude with that one, but I'm gonna read the statement first, then I'll let a few other news for tonight. Thank you again for coming back and listening to Concerned Citizens Media. Here is my statement on the situation in Ethiopia. Democracy, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, the hopes for free and fair election in Ethiopia are in jeopardy under the Abiy Ahmed leadership. Action speaks more than words. 2.5 years after TPLF domination removed from Ethiopia, Ethiopians are not better off under Abiy Ahmed leadership. All the hopes and the promises are broken. Torturing, killing, and other human rights abuses against Ethiopians are very common today in every corner of Ethiopia, especially the worst in Oromia region. Citizens are denied the right to free speech, freedom of assembly, the right to vote for their own representatives, and they are feeling insecure on their own land. The military command posts, the special force, the federal police, and the prosperity cadres make life miserable for all Ethiopians. Thousands and thousands of Ethiopians are in jail, including prominent politicians. Abiy Ahmed and his old EPRDF members are showing their power against Ethiopians at home and in the global community. They also showed little interest about the warnings given from international organizations and states. Abiy Ahmed and his supporters have learned from President Isaias Afwerki of Eritrea on how to silence public voices and ignore international demands for the protection of human rights in the country. Just like other times, today, the Abiy Ahmed security forces took over the National Movement of Amara NMA office while the officers were preparing for upcoming protests in Amara region and in Addis Ababa. The protests were scheduled for October 28, 2020 in Amara region and on November 1st, 2020 in the capital city Addis Ababa. Both demonstrations were set to express public anger and dissatisfaction in the handling of various conflicts in the country, especially on the continuation of killing and the displacement of the Amaras. Due to the security crackdown on the National Movement of Amara leadership, Both scheduled protests are cancelled for now. Such repeated brutal actions of the Ethiopian government are clearly showing advance warning where Ethiopia is heading again. Ethiopians must not be fooled again by rhetoric and false promises. They have been more than enough in the last 2.5 years of the Abiy Ahmed administration. They have seen more than enough in the last 2.5 years of the Abiy Ahmed's administration. They must come together and act against these brutal parties who changed their names but not their criminal acts. That is a statement plus the news. Okay. Ethiopians in Calgary, Canada protested the Abiy Ahmed administration and called on Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to resign from his post. The Orthodox priest attended the protest, led the prayer, and politely demanded Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to leave his post if he cannot govern the country and protect the safety of the citizens. This is a sign of the Ethiopians fed up with the leadership in Ethiopia and looking for alternatives before the country is falling into further chaos. Ethiopians living in other countries must also follow the Calgary protesters and demand the removal of these criminals in Ethiopia before too late. Conflict between Tigray region and the central government in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, continue. The Tigray region government released a statement opposing the central government's plan to reform the military in the country. The region said the government in Addis Ababa has no legitimacy to perform any reform at this time. The region also said they will not allow the military Northern Command to move from its position. This is a heavily armed military command force stationed on the border between the Tigray region and Eritrea. And moving it from the current position will expose the Tigray region to Eritrean bombardment. The central government in Ethiopia is looking into various ways to weaken the TPLF's power in the Tigray region so that Prosperity Party can ride Ethiopia without any powerful opposition. The relationship here is deteriorating from day to day, just like the security situation in other parts of the country. The Republican-controlled Senate successfully approved Judge Amy Coney Barrett's lifetime appointment for the Supreme Court. The vote was 52 Republican to 48 Democrat, and her presence in the highest court of the land might have serious consequences on the future cases such as Obamacare, abortion, Trump's tax return documents, and even the upcoming election if no clear winner is declared by our votes. Emmanuel Macron, France president, faced global backlashes for his aggressive conduct against Muslims in France after the gruesome incident in France. There were massive protests in Turkey, Bangladesh, Ethiopia, Sudan, and many other countries. Sudanese protesters set fire at the France embassy in Khartoum, and calls on the embargo of French products also in effect in some countries. If we do not exercise freedom of speech responsibly and with greater care, its consequences are unimaginable. Okay, that's all I have for today from Concerned Citizens Media. Thank you for listening. Be safe and so long, everyone. Until next time. And I will leave you with a just 2-minute video about the protest against the French products and French president. This is a protest in Bangladesh. Let's listen to it and conclude today's presentation. As Emmanuel Macron, the French president. Okay, thank you for listening to Concerned Citizens again. That was an angry protest in Bangladesh by thousands of Muslims. So it was a mistake on the part of the French president for aggravating the situation instead of cooling down. So that is now the response for his action. As Concerned Citizens Media repeatedly said, we should exercise our freedom of expression or freedom of speech, especially when it comes to sensitive subjects like religion and others, with a great care. Thank you again. Thank you again for your time and taking your time to listen to Concerned Citizens Media. I appreciate your comment or for promoting my video, for sharing my video. And I will be back with other news and other videos next time. So long, everyone, again.